Well, it appears that maybe I didn't resurrect my computer quite good enough, but good enough to actually be here and be started. You guys let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Literally, like 40 minutes ago, I came down here, powered up my laptop, and it wouldn't recognize any of my USB stuff, my mic, my camera, anything. So I had to go down and restart. And when I did, it decided to do a BIOS update. Which is great. So that took like 10 or 15 minutes and then it wouldn't restart. And so, yeah. Anyway, it seems to be working. But yeah, everybody's saying they hear me. So that is great. So say hello to our friends, guys, Ren and Stippy at Powder Toast Man, Log TV, and Choo Choo and Charlie Brown and Gimli back there. And let's get started. Now, you guys know tonight we are having a guest. As a matter of fact, the next 3 weeks, we've got guests. We've got tonight Sean from Tepe Designs. And next week, we've actually got 2 guests. We've got Dirk Pinkerton, and joining us with Dirk will be Ben from Jack Wolf Knives. And then the week after that, we've got TC from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. So it's going to be a wild and crazy time, guys. And then I'll probably take that last week of the month to just me and you. And then I'll probably have some more guests in March. So although I don't have anything set up yet, but we'll get there. So hello, Tim B and Mike Curtis and Scott Teague and EDC and Lace, everybody's channel members. No, not quite, but most of you, a lot of you are. Scott Teague, very cool. Alice's Paracord. Hello, Alice. Kirby Smith, Shane Corson, 2A Dave, Marcos Gamma. Let's see, Keith, the Knife Freak moderator and channel member extraordinaire, Ed Harrison. Hey, Ed. Hope you're doing good, my friend. El Cap Attic. Hello, hello. Aberdeen Blades. My goodness, there are already 42 people in here. Well, tell you what, let's not keep Sean in the waiting room here. Let's bring him in, and then I'll say hello to some more of you while he's here. So everybody say hello. There he is. Big smile. He's on work in a hotel somewhere far, far away, but nicely coming in and joining us tonight. How's it going, man?
Doing great. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, guys, if you don't know, we met at Blade Show. I think I've talked about this a couple times. We had lunch and had a really good discussion. I was fresh off of kind of a miserable experience with the Mach 51 and, kind of jumping into the Pinion, which came out later in the year and thankfully funded and did good. And shoot, I think I only have like maybe 20 left total. They're about to out of 600 about to be gone. So, and then now we've got the Microburst, which is pretty much funded. We're really close. I think we've sold about 204 of these on the pre-order. So I already ordered them from our friends at Kubi, and just trying to get things moving. And then you've been doing this for quite a while, mostly with Tucson, but with some others as well. We'll talk about that. And I just thought that table was so friendly and helpful. It was you and Leong and of course JB and Peter and Christine, and everybody was just like, don't give up, KC, you got this. So really, really cool. That was a great way to meet, and really appreciated that very much. You were very kind.
Absolutely, man. And I'm happy to see you're doing so well. I love the Microburst. It's really nice. I love the belly on that too.
Yeah. I didn't know if I knew I would. I like a taller handle because I have longer, like gargantuan fingers. So I knew I would, but I didn't know, but everybody's talking about the way it feels in the hand. And I think that's good, and you're right. The belly is, when I knew I hit it, it was when Stasa did his rope test, and all he was doing was taking the rope like this and putting the tip in his workbench and just pivoting down on the rope. And I'm like, I didn't even think of that. I just wanted the nice belly, but he was just rocking over that rope, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's thin, but not like dumb thin. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's you could still work with this guy and feel confident about it. So yeah, I'm happy.
Absolutely. It has all the hallmarks of a solid blade. I love the forward troil as well. Nice touch. Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. It's it's a learning experience, man, because I like larger knives. We talked about that. I like 8 inches or above typically. And on this one, I didn't mind having a small choil because it felt like, wow, you still got a lot of blade there. So
Yeah.
there's part of me, and we could talk about design process. There's part in my soul that says you can't take that much of a chunk out of the blade because there won't be enough blade. But then I started thinking, well, what are we really doing with this knife? Are we
Right.
are we really cutting down a giant, Christmas tree to bring in, or are we just opening boxes or that kind of thing? And when I got that through my thick skull, it became evident that hey, it has to have a choil because
Absolutely.
yeah,
And
you
also
like yeah,
differentiates itself from your other designs too. It's
right.
just keeping with the design motif, but a really nice solid EDC. So
I
congrats on
appreciate it,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy. Like I said, uh, if I didn't make the decision to put it in the kind of budgety realm, I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't consider it a budget knife, but it's under $100, so I kind of
Yeah.
it's in that zip code at least. Putting it there means I have to buy 600. If I had done it, a little bit higher and only had to order 300, I'd be sitting here going, "Woo," and
Yeah.
I already am, because it's
Yeah.
like it's funded. I'll have a bunch of knives to bring to Blade Show with me and good to go. So yeah, feels really good. So well, there's a lot more people in here, guys, that I haven't welcomed yet, but we're going to talk for a minute. But I'll just say hello to a few. I see Michael Morgan and Gone Awry and Demonock and Byron Kennedy and Kyle Coonley, Tori Casey, Rusty Knife Lover. I don't want to miss people. I hate this. I'm making sure Mike Curtis. Hello, hello. I think I got everybody I've seen. Scott Teague. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. By the way, we're sitting as of this stream at 8,182 subs, which is just blowing my
Nice.
mind. And so I always say that, Sean, because I want to make sure there's 62 people up here in the chat, but there's usually only like 40 or something chatting, at that point. So I want to make sure that all the people that are new feel welcome, guys. Make sure you say hello if you're a lurker. Say hello for real quick, and I'll say hello back. But welcome to everybody, no matter how long you've been here or if you're new or been here for a long time. I appreciate all of you. So, tell everybody that doesn't know who you are, because there might be some of those in here. You've been designing for quite some time. Why don't you give us that picture of about how long you've been doing it and maybe some
Yeah.
highlights of some companies you've worked with, knives you've done, things like that. So,
Sure. Yeah.
yeah,
I've been designing product for about 9 years. Started out doing bags for outdoor backpacks, duffel bags, things like that. And like a lot of people on this live stream, I've been a knife nut. I started out with Kershaw and Benchmade and Spyderco and all, those really great brands. And um, got to the point where I had so many knives. I'm like, God, I could put my design skills to the test and start doing my own thing. And then a few years ago, so 5 years now, been started designing for Tucson knives.
right.
And my first design with them was the Dynamo. And then at the same time, I was working on my own branded stuff, which was the Hornet. And then shortly after, the Hornet II. Did a couple Kickstarter runs. The first one was an absolute failure, as you're not really well known in the industry, and you're kind of this unknown brand. So trying to build myself up, and thanks to Tucson and their amazing customer base, was able to grow a little bit through them, and then got a home run with the first Hornet. And then thanks to all the knife community and everyone, a lot of designers that put in their thoughts and input for my designs helped me a lot as well. So I was able to slowly grow from there, and then hit the ground running with Tucson, going on just over 5 years now. And now I'm kind of spreading the wings a little bit, working with shielding knives.
Okay.
So I have a
Okay.
design coming out with them in the next couple of months called the Ronin. And then with Two Sons, it's just full speed ahead. We're
Of
coming out with the TS 399, which is a reiteration of the 262 Apex model. And
course.
then
I had that up and then I got off of it. Hold on just a second.
that's okay.
So this one right here.
Yeah, that's the
Very cool.
399 will be coming out very shortly. I'd say within the next month and a half. And
Very
that's all
cool.
D2 micarta button lock. Um, so really proud of
I like
that.
the lines and I love the swell at the back of the palm. I love that.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
locks you
Yep.
in. Yes, sir. Absolutely. A great blade shape, of course, too.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's done really well, and it's just another way to play around with material. And because it's funny the way Tucson does things. I'm sure a lot of listeners will know this. They'll do sprint runs with the initial models. They'll come up with around 200, 500 pieces. They'll do a few runs, and then stuff will go away. But depending on how the designs perform, and thankfully, design wise, Tucson has some solid designers that are
Right.
working with them. So they've had some very nice runs with the various designs, and this is just one of those.
So you were talking about that very first one. So let's go back to
Yeah,
this and let's talk about it for a second. This is off of
yeah.
Amazon. Here is the
The
Dynamo.
Dynamo. Yeah,
So how long ago was that?
about going on 5 years now.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So where do you think design wise I mean, do you I know, I mean, I'm only on my third, well, I mean, I've got more in the book over here, but as far as in the process, only on the third knife I've done, and I feel like I've learned huge amounts of information, and I can't even imagine from this guy, which is a beautiful knife. I've seen that one before. What do you feel like you've learned from that? Just the process more, or what really works, or I guess I don't
yeah.
know.
I'd say I learned the most from my mistakes and listening to the community and getting feedback from friends and all the YouTube reviewers that have kind of helped me along the way. I haven't wavered too greatly from my design aesthetic. I tend to keep my
Right.
designs simple. Interesting about this, the flipper tab on this is circular, and I
I
took that
see that.
idea from a wind turbine. So that was kind of something I wanted to try, and it actually worked out really well. I'm trying to do another design in the future here that'll integrate a similar look to this, just because you don't see it out there a lot. You typically have the typical thumb tab.
Really aggressive, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So just try to find some unique aesthetics that you can bring to the industry because, as everyone knows, you kind of see. And what's nice about the industry, it's grown exponentially in the last 5 years
Right.
of
No,
estimating,
it's ridiculous. Yeah.
uh, and that's awesome. That's what we all want to see. We want to see the knife nut, be able to put down their designs and thrive as well, and get the more unique designs we can get in people's hands, the better at the end of the day. And that's
I
how
agree.
all these large companies grow at the same time.
I'm already getting picked on in the chat, man. They said on your first knife there, they said at least he knew how to put good jimping on there. So
Cheers.
the pinion doesn't have any jimping, and that's because I felt very comfortable with the thumb ramp and
Yeah.
being locked in. Now this one does have jimping. The microburst
Yeah.
does have jimping on the back, but they pick on me all the time because it's like I
That's
always say
okay.
I don't want jimping unless it's going to be done right and in the right place. So
Right.
that's just me, but
And I have a lot of designs out there that have absolutely no jimping on there.
right. There
So
you go, Michael Morgan. Take that.
it depends on the ergos and how things
Right,
are placed. Do you need jimping, or is it going to serve the user better having that?
right. I agree. I agree. And jimping matters. You guys. I buried myself one night. I went on a platform saying jimping is not always necessary, and they've picked on me ever since. So it's fine. So yeah, I just, when you say 5 years, I think to myself, gee whiz. I mean, if when I think about it, the microburst, the Mach 51. I did the Kickstarter last January, right? Like it ended about this time and
Right.
didn't fund and so I often have to take a deep breath and pace myself, because I don't know about you. I'm sure you're like this too, but I mean, I've got this crazy book here,
Yes.
and there's probably 30 something designs in here in progress. And I have to slow myself down sometimes. I have to go, wait a minute. And then what I'll do is I'll go back. What I'm finding is, for example, I've got one that I did, I had CAD done on at the same time I did the microburst.
Yep.
And I was slam dunk sure that was going to be the next one. But now that I've had time to look at it and breathe and think about it, I've actually redrawn it. So I'm gonna have to go back and get the CAD redone, and because there's things I want to change. I showed it to people last week, and they're like, "It looks like this or it looks like that." I'm like, "Don't even get wrapped up in it, because it's changing."
Right.
I guess my process has become, like, I would say, a continual evolution of the designs. And that's why I don't understand, like, my friend Kevin Lefty EDC with Devo knives, man, they're just going like this, pumping knives out.
Yep.
And I can't, I don't think I'm at a capacity where I can finally bless a design and say,
Right.
yes, these are good to go quickly enough. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
this is not something that's done overnight.
Nope.
Even myself, I'll sit on a design for months, play with things, play with different blade styles, ergos. Typically, I'll start with ergonomics. How's it going to feel in the user's hand, and go from there. And sometimes you won't look at something for a good 6-7 months and then get back to, okay, wait, let's try, some other,
Understood,
designs, materials,
man.
aesthetics.
So that's
Yeah.
always an interesting conversation to me. I had a custom designer on a while back, Brandon Corbin, and he told me he always starts with the blade and then he moves back to the handle. And to be honest with you, that's kind of the way I've been doing it. Not saying it's right. I kind of
Yeah.
have a blade shape in my head, and I kind of draw the blade shape out, and then I know what ergos I want in
Right.
advance. I know that I want, if it's a smaller knife, I'm gonna have to have a choil so that I can get up here. If it's a bigger knife, I don't necessarily, and I can, all those different things. But I think it's interesting to hear you're starting with the ergos, and
Yeah.
that shows in your designs. I mean, it definitely does. Oh yeah, come on, Sean, we're gonna do something here. Oh, you're not coming on. You're just standing there. My daughter, every week she does a killer bunny. We have a bunny.
We also have a guest.
And we have a guest. Hey, Kat.
Wonderful.
This is Ashlyn and
Hey,
her friend
guys.
Kat. And so we every week we give away a killer bunny. Have you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Have you ever seen
Yes,
that?
I have.
So
Yes.
there's the white killer bunny that's like, yeah. So we made up this joke, and so his name is Monty. He's the killer bunny, and every week she's an artist and she draws a bunny that I give away in the giveaway. So this is number 31, and it's from the Marvel series, as you guys can see. So we have a Marvel bunny tonight, and okay, you're gonna have to tell me who this is.
That one's Carnage. So we
okay,
did Venom and
so this is
Spider-Man,
Carnage, apparently.
I like it.
And so tonight's bunny is Carnage. Well, what is the real bunny doing? It sounds like it's scratching your brains out back there. Holy cow. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is tonight's bunny. And you can see we got all kinds of bunnies in the chat. That's very cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate all the support. So yeah, she's got skills. You got that right, Patina. Thank you. She definitely does.
Very cool.
But yeah, so that'll be in the giveaway later at the end. And right now he's gonna hop way over here. So there you go. Thank you very much.
Yep.
And by the way, I always say this. I asked her if she had a bunny like 30 minutes ago, and she said, "Nah, but I'll get it." So she probably did that in like 5 minutes. So
Wow.
that's what's even worse about my lack of artistic talent and her artistic talent, because she just throws it out there in like a minute and a half.
It was
And
about 15
Wow,
minutes.
great
okay,
job.
15
Very
minutes
nice.
apparently. So yeah, he says very nice. So
Oh, he's cute. Okay.
the bunny's cute or
Yes.
Sean's cute? No, don't answer that.
That's a weird
No, she was
question
talking
there,
about the
sir.
bunny. She was talking about the bunny. I'm just being ridiculous. Well, everybody seemed to have liked it, Ash.
Yay.
That's freaking sweet, says Greg Maroney. Very cool. Hello, metalheads.
And so, oh yes, I am a metalhead. Cool.
Oh, cool. Yeah, this young lady Cat likes like
Death
heavy
metal.
death metal.
I got into Russian metal the other
Yeah,
day,
she's into
so-
Russian metal now, apparently. Very nice. And of course, Ashlyn has to torture me by putting the piercing bunny on my shoulder.
He turns into a ball.
Hello. Ah! What's going on? Say hi to Sean. Don't eat me, please. Okay. All right. So we're going to get back to actually talking about knives. Sean is cute, says Keith.
Okay.
Keith says you're cute, Sean.
I'll let the,
So I don't know how you
not-
feel about that, but it's okay. We're all secure in our manhood here. So
there's another metalhead.
metalhead, there's
Who is
lots
she?
of
Woo, yeah, have a metalhead.
yeah, very nice. Okay. So we just went sideways. I told you, Sean, in advance. We kind of go sideways on this stream.
No problem.
So what was I saying now? I don't even know where we were. We were talking about you were just talking about starting with ergos and then going on in from there. And I think that's cool. And I think every designer probably does it a little bit differently on what they're starting with and what they're ending with. And then, like I told you, the 72 tweaks that you do in between. So
Absolutely. There's no right or wrong way to do this.
right. I don't disagree with you. So what's the name of that new Tucson knife that's coming out? You mean the one that we just showed? Well, now I'm not on it because I was about to show. No, I did show that. So let
It
me.
was the Dynamo.
Is he talking about the new one or is he talking about the one that's coming out? He says. So what's the $399? What's the name of that one?
It's the Apex. It's the same design, so keeping the same.
Okay.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I can get back to showing that screen if I can actually do what I'm doing here. Here we go. So that knife right there that you see on the screen is the Apex, the $399, and it's a button lock, of course, as you can see. Now I will personally tell you, Sean, I can't keep up with Tucson knives. Number one, because most of them are just numbers.
Neither can I.
And number two,
Yes.
because they pump them out like nobody. I mean, it's unbelievable to see the amount of designs that just come out like that. So I was going to ask you, is a button lock something they've done? I know they did the Vandal. Have they done a bunch of them? I don't know.
They've done quite a few button locks. Yeah, it's not something new to them.
Very cool. Well, I'll definitely be interested to see that one. That is very cool. And then I'm trying to remember the hold on. I saw it down the page here. There's a design of yours that I played with at Blade Show that I just really loved. I think here it is. All right. So let me share my screen again. This guy right here. I just again, ergos and the way that fit in my hand. What's this one called, Sean?
Yeah. This is the Bronc. Yeah.
The Bronc, that's right.
This is a collaboration I did with Matt Szymanski. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Matt had a lot of input in this as well.
Right. I love the fact that we've got carbon fiber, and then what have we got on the back? Is it just G10?
It's a white G10.
Yeah. But it's got a stunning look. And the way I remember it being contoured into my hand and nice, like I said, that swell at the back of the handle that just allows you to just lock in, especially on a smaller knife. You're able to kind of fist it more than just a straight handle at the end doesn't always give you that. So I like that one a lot.
Yeah, this is a phenomenal piece, and I really can't take credit for it. This is really, I'd say, mostly Matt's
Okay.
work. His choice of materials, everything. So the original one was a satin blade. This is the black finish on the blade. This is the latest iteration of that. But yeah, we loved how it came out.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous knife.
Yeah.
Yes, that's on my list. TS 175, is that right?
I believe that's correct. Yeah. No, this is the 204. Sorry.
204. That one's the 204, guys.
Yeah.
The
There's so many
Bronc is
model
okay.
numbers.
So Tim S says he won the Bronc from. So I think he brought that back from Blade Show and gave it away. And Tim S here is the one that won it from JB.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
Cool,
I
man.
remember you telling me you really liked that one, Tim. I believe, if I remember. If you don't tell us right now. I'm just kidding. Oh, come on. Yeah, I mean, your designs definitely have, you know, a design aesthetic that you can point out. I can pretty much, I see one of your knives and I feel like I can say, yep, you know, it's definitely one I've seen, you know, that I would see you being involved with. So that is really cool. Now, what was the one we were going to show? Hold on, I got to go down here. There it is. All right, so tell me about, and everyone, not just me, about what we're looking at here. And I love the hole on this one.
This is the Hornet II.
Yep. Okay.
So right now I'm working with Shielded Knives to do a relaunch of this. I had launched it about 2 years ago. It was also a Kickstarter campaign. All carbon fiber M390 blade, and we did a nice stonewash finish. And I even did one with fat carbon. We did like, I want to say 20 pieces in fat carbon. So now I'm trying to bring it out because there's been some good demand for it and a lot of good feedback. Not too much in the way of change to the design or anything, just trying to get more of them out there because they were a limited run. We only did about 250 of them.
Yeah,
so,
I definitely am interested in that one. That's nice.
Yes, thank you.
Very cool. And again, the handle swells at the end. I just love that. So it's just okay. So Kyle, this may or may not be something you can answer, but we'll ask it anyway. Kyle in the chat says, Sean, with so many designers with Tucson, do they have you on a contract with X amount of designs per year, or is it a license set up with royalties, or as you get them designed, or how you do that?
Yeah, so you do have the royalty for your designs. All the designers do that.
Yep.
We're not contracted on a number per year basis. It's more or less what you submit to Tucson and what they decide to go forward with and what doesn't get put into the mix. So in the last year, I've done about 4 designs. I've been averaging about 5 per year with Tucson, and some of the designers are doing way more than what I'm doing. In fact, I've only, this year I've only submitted 1 new design.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to slow myself down, kind of pace myself, trying to do some different things at the same time. And also trying to, divide my time between Shielded and Tucson as well.
Gotcha. Sean, I want to talk to you about something that Kevin Left EDC and I talk about all the time.
Sure.
And I'm sure yours are very unique. So maybe you don't get it as much as I do. But somebody just said in the chat that Greg Maroney, that the 399 reminds them of the 327, but just way better. And the 327 is another designer. So it's not your knife.
Okay.
But that allows me to bring up what I talk about all the time. You get a lot of that looks like that, or that looks like that, or, and what, can I help you? Well, don't unplug my stuff, please. Okay. Very cool. All right. Can I get back to this now? Okay. So, it's so hard because there's a limited number of useful blade shapes. There's a limited number of useful handles. And as I learned, sometimes you can design something that's got a useful blade shape and a useful handle that isn't necessarily something people are going to latch on to because it's so different. So
Right.
I guess, especially somebody 5 years of this, and let's just say you've done 5 a year for 5 years. That's still a
Mhm.
lot of knives. So
Yeah.
how do you, for me, the creative process doesn't ever start with somebody else's knife in my mind, and I'm sure yours doesn't
Right.
either. It
Not
starts
at
with the
all.
thought of a blade shape or a handle position or a whatever it is and goes from there. So, what do you
Yeah.
do when somebody says that looks like this, or do you even get that very often? Maybe it's just me.
No, I honestly, I've been beat up by the community for these things too, and I think everyone to some degree, and major companies, you can see it out there. There's just so much being pumped out in the
It's
industry, and
crazy.
so many new designers and old, legends that are out there that it's really hard to differentiate your stuff,
It is.
and that's why I've taken a big step back, because I'm trying not to look like a so and so, or have that comparison. But there's only a finite amount of shapes that you can play with, and um,
100%.
that's why I'm kind of not to say limiting myself, but just taking a step back, slowing it down, and trying to do some stuff that have not necessarily been seen before, or at least won't be compared to something else.
But like you said at the beginning, just like
Yeah.
us, you're a knife nut. So you look
Yeah.
at knives, you see knives, you walk
Of
around
course.
shows, you handle them, you
Yeah.
carry them. There's knives that, and matter of fact, we'll get to that question in a minute. What are some other designs from other companies that you really, have latched on to? For me, I have
Hmm.
2 cases worth up there of all kinds of
Right.
crazy stuff. So it's, you know, it's so hard, even if I'm not thinking of a specific knife, it's hard to not go, well, I like that about that knife, or I like that about, and have that in the back
Right.
of your mind somewhere. So of course, it's no, Michael Morgan, that's not true. But Michael picks on me the entire time, so it's okay. But so I guess it sounds like your answer at this point is, I'm just going to slow down and try
Yeah.
to take it easy and work through things,
Yeah.
and make sure, because there have been a couple that I've drawn, and then a day or two later I'll see on Instagram a picture and I'm like, crap,
Yes.
and so then I have to step back and tweak it or do something different to it, or just go,
Right.
so yeah, is that kind of your process as well, I guess, even though
Exactly. I
maybe
mean,
not that
look,
angry.
every brand, yeah, every brand, every designer has come to a head with this issue, right? Because we're looking at so much stuff in the industry. We have, hundreds of knives in our collections that, we've played around with, held. And so sometimes even you're not thinking about something, but subconsciously,
Yep.
you throw something into your ergos or something and say, oh, okay, it looks like a Gavco, or, it's inevitable, and that's okay. I don't think anyone's out there purposely trying to rip off another design, right? Anyone that has any pride in what they're doing, in their
I
brand
don't.
or otherwise, it's no benefit in doing that. Sometimes
Yep.
it just comes out that way. And I see a bunch of stuff thrown on Instagram all the time that say, oh, that looks like my pocket clip, or you can do that. And but at the end of the day, that's okay. I've had people say, hey, can I borrow this element from you? I have no problem with this. It's actually a compliment for me. I
Yeah, I
don't
think
I
so
don't
too.
mind that. And I think a lot of good designers out there, it's take it with a grain of salt, and it's water off our backs. We're not curing cancer at the end of the day, right? We're doing this
No.
mostly for fun,
Right.
and try to get some cool stuff into the industry's hands. That's all.
Yeah, and again, I've told people all along, that's the most satisfying part. Every
Yeah.
week when we do, of course, I haven't even done a pocket check yet tonight, guys. I don't know if I'll get around to it or not. We'll see. But usually when we do pocket checks in here and people list what they're carrying, there'll be 5 or 6 people carrying opinion that day, and I'm like, really? You're kidding me? Every time I just feel humbled and cool, and I guarantee I'm going to be at Blade Show and somebody's going to walk up and flick their opinion in front of me, and I'm going to be like, that's cool, and
Exactly.
that's really what it's about, man. is we're trying to get some really cool tools into people's hands that we think are good, and go from there. So, but I would caution everybody, just understand that unless, okay, so I'm sure there are some people out there with bad intentions, but they're not people that are out in the open in the knife community. Trust me, if they're out in the open and they're one of these people that are there to take your criticism at a blade show or there to, on a live stream like this, I highly doubt that that's somebody that's just trying to rip off somebody else's design. So, I showed a design last week and people said it looked like the microburst, only bigger. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm robbing from myself now. So it's, I just think it's fun. And everybody, I think most people do it to Kevin all the time because they like busting his chops, man. Lefty, he gets busted on all the time. That looks like this design or that one, and it's crazy. That was the one thing I kind of felt like on the Mach 51. You cannot tell me this looks like anything. And somebody actually said, and I still don't see it to save my life. They said, somebody said that I ripped off the Kaiser Cormorant. And I'm like, what?
You know what? Yeah.
Sure. But I don't see it. It's tough, but
you'll never satisfy everybody, right?
Nope.
And at the end of the day, we're really doing this for our pleasure, and then hopefully that others in the industry will enjoy our work. That's the key at the end of the day.
All right, so this is important, Sean. I've got a request from the audience. Who was that from? Crap. Oh, cool, Alice. That's awesome. Well, I don't even remember who it was now. Casey, somebody told me to pocket. Oh, there you go, Keith. Now, he is traveling, so he may have flown. So let's be easy on him. But are you carrying anything right now that you could show us?
Shamefully, no, I'm not.
No, because you flew probably, yeah. So
yeah,
there you go. There you go, guys. Nope, nothing, guys. That's funny. But I here, I'll save you, Sean. I of course had my artisan Arion today. Got to have that blue fat carbon Arion, I guess it is. This again, by the way, this is a knife that speaks to me, and again, because this one indeed great ergos, fantastic, great ergos in a very thin knife, and then beautiful spear point blade, just beautiful. Fantastic knife. So it's definitely one. It's a design that if it doesn't influence me, then I don't know what. But because we are influenced by the things we like to carry, it is what it is.
That's right.
So, so what is something in your collection that you love? It's been there for a while and inspires you. Whatever, one of those things.
I have a couple. One are my Microtech OTFs are one of the first designs I'd picked up. Are the high end. Designs. I really love OTFs. And then my Dynamo design is a special piece just because it's my first design.
Yeah.
And I have some nice customs as well that I really cherish. So I've kind of done full spectrum, started out with, the everyday production stuff, gone into the mid-tech, and then quickly hard right into the customs. So you can really go down the rabbit hole pretty quickly.
I hear you. It's people are starting to tempt me with much higher end stuff than I've ever bought. So we'll see what happens if I give in. But in the meantime, it is so I think that's cool that one of your prized knives is your design. I think that's really cool because that's where it started, man. That's really, really cool. I'm sure someday I'll finally pick one of the four or five, or there might be 6 pinions sitting over here. I'll pick one of those at some point and carry it on a more regular basis. But I always have said the Micarta one is the one that I love the most. So it is what it is.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a quick break from grilling you with questions and show a few things here for a couple minutes, if you don't mind. And then, guys, after
Please.
I'm done with showing a few things here, please think of some questions for Sean. If you have them, if there's specific designs of his you have questions about, now's the time. Let's do that. So I wanted to show off, this guy just came in from Jack Wolf Knives a couple days ago. This is the new Javelina Jack. By the way, if you live in the desert Southwest, please correct me. I don't know if it's Javelina or Javelina, or I would assume it's Javelina. But again, Sean, contoured handles, nice flare at the end. It doesn't expand at the end, but it's got this nice flare that just locks you in. It's a
slip joint.
Sow belly slip joint. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
So and the walk and talk on all of his knives are just unbelievably good.
Like
and so these are coming out on the 17th. And this is there you go. You see the Brittany blue there.
That's beautiful.
This is the Brittany blue fat carbon. Just beautiful. And it's just so sleek. It's just, the way the tip comes down into the end of that, I just love the way that looks.
Yeah.
And then again, the clip point is just a really
beautiful.
I call it an angry clip point, but it really, yeah, like you said, just beautiful. Nice nail nick and everything else. So Ben is killing it. He's putting out a new design every month, and I don't know. That's awesome. Now again, he's doing his riff on a traditional design, but still, that's a lot of work, man. And he's been working on them for a while and had them backed up, and so I'm blurry. Sometimes the camera gets out of focus when it's trying to focus on the knife, man. So it is what it is. And then the other thing I wanted to show, a couple more I wanted to show, guys. I wanted to thank you. I showed a new Miguron knife that I unboxed, and that thing's over like 700 views. This is the Miguron. Wow. I don't even know how to pronounce it. The MOY. Oh crud! Now I'm not going to remember how it's pronounced, how it's spelled. It is more Ryle, I think, is how we're going with the pronunciation. But this thing, Sean, is 14C and G10 for $43. Nice. $43. Wow. I don't even know how Miguron is doing that. It's pretty simple. As you can see, it's fairly squared off in the handles. I do wish it was a little rounder. And you do have a PVD coating rather than like black washed or anything like that. But I mean, the action is good. It's got a titanium clip. And yeah, 40, I think they're 47, but with my code, if you get them at White Mountain, it's 43. And people are really digging this. They are sold out everywhere. But I'm guessing it'll be back at some point. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I could probably look at this and point out 2 or 3 things this looks similar to, but I'm not worried about that. I just look at it and go, wow, cool knife.
Hey, for sub $50, 14C is a great steal and a great price.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm shocked when I saw the price of it. And then of course this action, I mean, the detent is stout. I mean, it is nice. For a hole opening knife. You want it a little stronger. At least I do. And then they've smoothed off the inside of the hole, so it's not tearing my finger off.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah, I'm impressed for $43. It's crazy. Nice. Miguron is 49% owned by Sandvik. I don't think that's right. That does not sound right.
Sandvik's a big company, so
is it? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just got one in the mail today, and it's great. Yeah, the only problem right now, Greg, is they're just not in stock. I did my video, and 2 or 3 other people did videos. I think I've only seen maybe 3 videos on this thing so far. And when I did my video and other people did, they're gone. They just went.
Nice.
So they'll come back. But Miguron does some really nice budget knives. And like I said, you don't usually see a good knife in 14C under $50. You don't.
Well, if the
So,
heat treat's done right on the Sandvik, you get a really nice blade.
right. It's a steel I really enjoy. And then the last thing I wanted to mention, guys, is the Olight sale starts tonight for some of you, but not until tomorrow night for others. And I just wanted to show, I did an unboxing that showed up earlier. This is the Warrior Mini 2 in this black lava motif here. I think that's pretty daggone cool. And of course, you guys know this light is incredibly bright and very, very nice. And then we've got this beautiful red i5R, which is the rechargeable AA battery size light there. And then the knife that is coming out in February is the Freeze 2. And again, Sean, I don't know how much you know about O knives, but they're made by Kaiser. It's a pretty decent knife. There's a couple things in the review I talked about weren't my absolute favorite, but that kind of action and 154 cm for I think around 65 or I think 65 or 70. I can't remember how much it might be 70.
That's a great price.
Yeah, really nice action, especially for 154. And I like that they're doing so many with aluminum. Aluminum kind of went out of everybody's conscious for a while because I think some people weren't doing it right and it was too slick and shiny. Like we were talking about, have you ever seen the Tangram Vector? An awesome little knife, but it's really slick the way they did the anodization. Everything is very, very slick. And these are just done. It's almost like a matte finish on all the Kaiser made ones that I've seen. And very nice.
I had seen that Olight's done a couple of folders. It's just interesting. Very nice.
Yeah, I think they're up to like 6 or 8 of them now. I don't know how many, but they have one called the Rubato 2. You should check out Rubato 2, and it's a sheep's foot with an Axis style lock. Very nice knife. And this, I don't quite put this in that zip code, but it's a very decent knife. Now, guys, don't forget with the Olight sale, use my link down in the description. It helps the channel. Use the link if you're going to buy something, because then they'll send me more stuff next month for us to look at, and then I usually end up giving most of it away. As a matter of fact, I probably will be giving all of this away, but we'll see. But in the meantime, I definitely wanted to show it off to you guys. Yeah, the i5R is a really nice light. This is, as a matter of fact, I'm carrying the i5T today, which is basically the same light but not rechargeable. This is a AA battery. This is a rechargeable AA battery, and the way these work, guys, is you actually the rechargeable part is the battery. So you take it out and you plug that into a USB-C, and you just put the battery back in when it's done charging, and you're good to go. So it's basically, really, to be honest with you, it's pretty much the same light. It's just got a rechargeable battery in this one and not a rechargeable battery in this one. But and this one's blue and this one's red. But anyway, so there you go. All right, guys. I love the aluminum on my Escort, but I have misplaced it somewhere. Oh no, that's not good. All right, guys. So yeah, check out the Olight sale and use my link, please. It definitely helps the channel. If you're not going to buy anything, then don't buy anything. But if you are, please consider using my link because it helps. And then afterwards, after the sale, don't forget you can use the code KF10 to get 10% off over at Olight. So very cool. All right. So what are your questions for Sean? And guys, if you even have something, maybe you're looking for, and has he considered making this or that? Go ahead, ask it. Any kind of question. Put him on the spot. Let's do this. Have you let's just do this. I'm going to share this while we're waiting for that, and go over here and get off of this. Come on, there we go. So most of yours are more like drop points or spear point kind of looking knives, but I've seen you do some others. What have you done, like sheep's foots and things like that? Sheep's feet. I don't know, those kinds of things, or there's a really cool looking guy over here. So Go ahead.
Yeah, I have done a few sheep foot knives. One being the 204 that you had up the other a little bit ago,
That's right. We did have that.
and then the TS 261, which was a front flipper. That was also a sheep's foot knife. But yeah,
Gotcha.
typically I've been sticking with the drop points and playing with
Yep.
different variations of that. Yeah.
Very
Even
cool.
the latest Shieldin one, the Ronin is also going to be a front flip drop point as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. So, guys, go check out his Instagram and check out his website. Keith had that up before the website, and just check it out. Let's see if we got any questions over here since I went off of there for a minute. When is Olight not having a sale? I'm not sure. Yes, Mrs. C, that's happening. We will have TC on the 20th. Okay, Sean, how do you determine if Tucson or Shieldin gets your design? That's a great question. Let's put him on the spot, like I said.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be very careful with what I'm putting out for each brand. I'm trying to do both brands justice. So I have specific designs I only submit to Tucson, and then the same goes for Shield. And I'm doing my best, at least, to keep them a little bit of difference between the two looks of the brands.
So this is a great question as well, and that's cool. That's a good answer. The next question is favorite blade steel, but I would ask that in two parts. Favorite blade steel, and do you get to sort of push the company towards a certain blade steel when you're a collaborator like that? Good.
Yeah. So lately I've been really gaining an appreciation for Tucson's 14C28N, their Sandvik steel. Very solid. I put that through its paces. Even their M390 is very good, actually. So I'd say the last 4 designs have been D2 and M390. And so I do my best to push Tucson in a specific direction, but at the end of the day, like the last design we did which was the TS220. I had requested M390. It ended up becoming D2. Having said that, Tucson was cool enough to go back and do another run that's going to be coming out in the next maybe 2-3 months. That's going to be M390 of that as well. So they do a really good job of, at least trying to keep with the designer's requests.
I think that's really cool. I wasn't sure. I'm talking to a manufacturer right now about possibly collaborating on one of my designs because I can't get to all of them. It's just not
right.
It's not possible. I've been drawing for like 2 years now, and so I've got a backlog and I've decided I'm going to be the 2 or 3 knives a year guy as far as Tempest knives, what I'm going to do and be comfortable with. So I think I am going to probably, and so I hadn't gotten that far yet to talk about, can I pick the handle material? Can I pick the, the blade steel, those kinds of things. So it's refreshing, at least in your experiences, you've been able to do that. So
absolutely,
because there's certain things I'd like to lean for certain designs. It's everybody keeps asking me because my first 2 designs have both been in the budget realm. Is that where I'm going to live? And I think the answer is I'm going to be all over the place at some point, but that to get myself started, I needed to be in the more budgety realm. And I think we even talked about that at Blade Show. I just wanted something to get something out there,
and it was very smart of you. Actually, I learned the hard way. I kind of went, high end on my designs, and it didn't turn out so well. You want to be able to offer something that is affordable and something you can get in as many people's hands as possible.
Yep. I hear you, man. Okay, sorry, I was trying to look something up at the same time here. I'm not very good. Tucson's 14C is solid, but their M390 is not good, according to Kyle. Okay, wish they would charge $20. Well, Sean says he's put it through the chip paces here. I have to take him up on that. So, I guess everybody's experiences might be a little bit different, but
Yeah, originally, Tucson's M390 had been hit and miss. It had the heat treat process. It
Okay.
came out a little softer than it should be, but I think that's been corrected.
Okay. Ducky, that's awesome. Very cool. I feel like the pinion's a really good work knife, so I'm glad you have it at work. Greg would like to know when the 399 will be coming out. I think you said that's pretty soon, right?
Yeah, they just finished the production run on that, so I would say within the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay. Hey, Ducky, I appreciate you dropping in. Stop by anytime. We have a lot of fun here. All right. I was just making sure I'm not missing any questions. Do you plan on a karambit? Have you done a karambit?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
It was you had it up on the screen.
Oh, I
The
did.
TS
All right.
178 back in the day. That was a collaboration
Okay,
with Night
I
Morning.
think it might even still be. Let's see. Let's
Yeah.
add to stream. That green one over there on the left.
No. That's
Nope.
Bastinelli design.
Okay, my bad.
It's okay. If you go up towards the top.
Okay, this guy. Yeah.
There, right there on
That's
the
pretty
right.
cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So collab with Night Morning. That's awesome. I love that blade
Yeah.
shape. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a very cool one. So how about it? Would you do more karambits down the road, or what's your thought on the karambit?
Yeah. I
Okay.
actually have one in the works right now that I'm just doing for myself. Not necessarily to put out there. It's a prototype to start. It's something that'll be on this, let's say, subcompact side, so something you can quickly pull from your belt and have as your EDC. So looking forward to showing that very
That's
soon.
really cool. Yeah, maybe I can see that at Blade Show.
Yeah.
If I can get out from behind my booth here, we'll see how that works. Let's see. I got the pinion in my dream, brother. Let's see. Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Thank you very much. Let's see. I'm not picking on. Let's see. What is not picking on Tucson. Most production M390 isn't good. You can feel it when sharpening. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, and I don't think you're wrong. He's saying they started off with it softer and they've kind of moved it up. So that's good. Yeah, it's hard to know who's doing what as far as heat treat. They'll tell you something, but it's really hard to kind of get that really nailed down. All right. Sorry, just looking to make sure I didn't miss any question. I don't think I did. So that's cool. So if you guys have any more, drop them on here. What? I do not have a MySpace page. What are we talking about? These people, man, I'm telling you, they love me so much they have to just rip me the whole time. Last week it was the show where they just called me the boomer the whole time, and I'm 53. I'm not a boomer, all right? Sheesh. I was having technical difficulties, and so I'm a boomer apparently. Any discontinued knives that you didn't design that you would love to see make a comeback? Very interesting question, kind of off the top of the head. Or do you have one that got discontinued that you'd love to see come back? Either way.
Honestly, I haven't been there yet.
Yeah. Okay.
That I could say. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is good. That's a good thing. So very, very cool. Well, Tucson, like I said, I have yet to handle a Tucson that was like bad. You know, I've not had one. I'm sure there's some out there. But and again, this is my big problem, Sean. I can picture the knife in my head, but I couldn't tell you the daggone numbers. I mean, it's just, I'm glad some of yours have names. That's good. Or all of them, because maybe I'll get that through my head at some point. But the whole number, the TS, whatever, I just can't. I can't give you the.
It's impossible to keep track of.
Oh no, Matthew, we are not going to be answering that question. We're not asking that one either. How does working into your boomer affect your Social Security? Thank you, sharp guy. I appreciate it. Have you considered making the Tucson Cartal with a different blade shape beyond Tonto.
Yeah, actually, I have an iteration of that.
He's
Unfortunately, I have pitched it and it has yet to be accepted by Tucson. So we'll see in the future.
Moose Duty, he doesn't have to confirm this, but what blade shape would you like to see it in? Just curious. Because I'm sure when somebody asks a question like that, they have something in their mind of what they'd like to see. So that's interesting. And hello, everybody. It's not my birthday. It is not. Why are we doing this? I am not Metal Complex. This is not my birthday. Did you design the 2S369? Which one is the 369? Sean?
Good question.
Shows how much. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. The numbers make it hard.
Yeah.
Where's the 369? I'm not even finding the 369. Here we go.
I don't think so.
Let's see. Nope, that's a Jelly Jerry design.
Okay, yeah.
So which is, Jelly Jerry does some really cool ones as well. So let's see. Casey, congrats on 53. Thank you. I've been 53 for months now. Thank you. How does a boomer check? I'm not even gonna read that. A Bowie clip point design, perhaps with a hole opening option along with the button. Interesting. So see, Moose Duty, I knew you had something in mind. I say Tanto. I don't know if it's Tanto or Tonto. I have no idea. Sean, what do you think?
The 399 is essentially what that is. It's got a Bowie style clip.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We showed that one, and that one's super cool.
It may be hard to see because of the angle of that photo, but yeah.
I'll go back up to it here. Yep. Yeah, very much. You can see the clip at the tip there where it comes down. That is definitely a Bowie with a hole. So there you go. Yeah. Very, very cool. You can definitely see that. Scimitar blade shape. Interesting. Nah. I don't know. I like scimitars. All right. How about the TS-176? Is that you were going to play which Tucson did
I don't think so. No, I'm pretty sure that one's
176. Guys, you can look them up and they'll tell you who the designer was. Sometimes 176. I'm not finding a 176, guys. I think they're just making up funky numbers now on me. I am not finding a 176. Oh goodness. All right. So if you guys want to ask about designs he actually designed, we'll talk about this. The 14C version of the 129 is dang great knife for $100 with a beautiful carbon and micro milled titanium. Only Tucson I bought and kept. EDC and laces that. I'm not sure that's one of yours either.
No.
Okay. Sorry, Sean. We're kind of going down all kinds of roads here. Oh gosh. That is funny. All right. Well, I really, like I said, I really love having you on here. You were so kind to me. I still consider myself a complete nobody in the knife world. I'm trying to work my way up from the bottom and try to and so for you to take that time and just sit there and chat with me was super cool. And I've wanted to have you on here ever since then. And just, man, life has just been like this since Blade Show. So I don't know about you, but looks like you work a full-time gig too. And
yep.
The whole thing,
absolutely.
Man, it definitely life begins to run past you. I've got a full-time job and a side job that I do, plus the knife channel, plus the knife company, plus 4 kids and a wife. So it's like I have no idea what I thought I was doing. So
no, man, you're doing what you love, and God bless you. Keep it up. I definitely see great things for Tempest Knives, and more power to you. I wish you great success.
Appreciate that. So we'll definitely keep in touch for sure. And I am looking forward to the 399 coming out, guys. As he said, that's coming really soon. So be looking for that. I can just tell it's going to feel great in the hand. I can look at it and definitely tell. And I love a good design. I can definitely also tell without even seeing it shut that you're going to be able to get to that hole very easily. Have you had a prototype in hands yet, or
I have not. So we're 3-4 weeks away from that, but
okay.
I've had the original, and I know it's a phenomenal piece.
Right.
I think this will be just as good.
Well, it's cool to see them revisit it like that. That is definitely really, really cool. Popping knives fast. Now they're really getting at me now. Yeah, it's basically the Apex version 2. That's exactly what it is,
Yeah.
Stella. Yep. And I think it's a beautiful, beautiful design. How come we don't see more flipper tabs like the TS 128 Dynamo? It's a very cool design. I think Arcform uses a similar one, but other than that, we don't really see it. He was mentioning that earlier. Why do you think that is? I mean, it worked well, right? Yeah.
It worked really well, actually. And I did pitch it to Tucson with a different design. It's, for whatever reason, they just didn't pick it up. So I'm just trying to modify that now and see if I can go back to them with something they'll like and pick up.
Right. Well, that's that's a tough process. That's the thing about doing it the way you're doing it with the collaboration. They're going to pick up what they want, and they're not going to pick up what they don't want. So, and again, I haven't even gotten that far yet with the conversation. I've just, hey, yeah, we're interested. Please send us something, and I'm like, okay, am I sending this one or this one? Haven't even gotten that far yet. So, it'll be interesting to see how that all goes. Yeah, the TS 327 is that? I don't think that's you, right? No. Okay, we're going off to other knives again. You guys get me confused with all these numbers, man. Don't get me running off down some weird track here. Oh, that's funny. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up with you, Sean, and I'm gonna let you go because you're traveling. I'm gonna let you get some rest, and I'm gonna work towards doing a giveaway here, and
thank you.
Maybe see what else these crazy people want to talk about. So we got 102 folks in here. Definitely, guys, please thank Sean for being on with us here tonight. I really appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
We'll definitely see you again on here.
Absolutely. Big pleasure. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night and enjoy your EDC.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Have a good one.
Take care.
All right. Bye. Nobody's being weird but me. I am weird. I am weird. And I can't help that. I really can't help it, Brand New American. I am weird. All right, guys. Oh, no. He's a super nice guy. We had a absolute blast at Blade Show, and then JB and I went back over to his booth and talked some more. He's just a super yeah, there you go, Keith. So go check him out at tepe-designs.com for sure. Thanks, Scott, for being my affirmation buddy. I appreciate that. Yes, you are. Thank you. Yeah, super nice guy, and just really enjoyed having him on. And you guys just kept getting me confused as to what numbers he designed. So, but that's okay. That's the thing about the way they do it with the numbers. I just get super confused, but I'm already confused anyway. So it is what it is. Hey, Oreo Dave, what's going on? Hello, Kirby Smith. Very, very cool. So really appreciate you guys. And please go check out, as our friend Keith has put on the screen here, tepe-designs.com. All right, I'm going to get this ready. Let's see. I had to restart the computer right before. So we're going to do this. All right. So our, I got to share the right screen. Hang on. This is a disaster as usual. All right, let's see. All right. So our giveaway hashtag tonight is going to be hashtag Tepe, Tepe. So please put that in there one time per person, and you need a U.S. mailing address. Don't send knives outside the U.S. We're not going to do that. So please, needs to be hashtag Tepe, and it definitely needs to be a U.S. address and one, whatever the word, one entry per account, please. All right, so let's talk a little bit of, we haven't really didn't spend a lot of time on the microburst tonight. I'm going to talk and Keith just put up tempestknives.com, but it flew off the screen with all the Tepes. So it's there. But definitely, guys, the microburst pre-order is still open, but I got to tell you, it's not going to be open forever. There is a point where I will close it. I have not yet, of course, because I still got a ways to go to be fully funded. I still got some expenses to cover and different things like that. So if you're interested in a microburst, please head over to tempestknives.com. And there it is again. Thank you, Keith. Goodness. Oh, my goodness. So head over to tempestknives.com and check it out. By the way, there will be a left-handed clip on the production version, a left-handed opportunity to change your clip. These are still for sale. Help me out. Help me get over that mark. But we have placed the order. Kubi, let me know this morning, my time, last night, their time, that they do have the money. And we're going to be confirming the last couple details on the drawing. And then they're going to start cutting blades. So they've already known it's coming. They've got the 14C waiting, and we're going from there. So very, very cool. We'll be getting 600 of them in, and I'll have some at Blade Show for sure. Very, very cool, guys. So I'm excited to get this one into your hands. I do want to go over who has one for reviews. If you haven't seen, there's been a few new reviews lately. Tri-State did an unboxing, but not his review yet. Brandon Thrasher just did a review. Shoot, who else? Somebody else just dropped one recently, and I'm blanking. Peter from A Therapeutic Edge dropped his not too long ago. Bees dropped his not too long ago. So currently, our friend Bob, the Knife Junkie, has one in his hands. Brandon Thrasher has set the one he had on to Knife Nerdery. Kevin will have one very soon. Tri-State EDC has one, and Jim Skelton just got one today. So waiting to hear what Jim has to say. Very excited for that. So very, very cool. So yeah, so that's kind of the update on the microburst. By the way, when I do take these down, they will not come back until the production run, until the pre-order has been fulfilled, and then we'll do a production drop. And on the production drop, the price will be going up slightly, and there will be no more 2-packs at that point. So if you want to get in on a 2-pack, they're $10 off. If you want to get in at the current price, it is what it is, and they will go up slightly after that. Woo! Okay. All right, I'm going to take that down for a moment. And very cool. So don't forget to enter if you haven't already. Let's see how many people. There are 106 in here, and we have 92 entries. So that seems about right. So very cool. But the rest of you get it in there. 59 to 61 is what ties what they run the 14C at, I believe. I have to go back and double check, but I believe it's 59 to 61. That's my memory. Let's see. No, I do not. Did Grumpy put his review up? Because if he did, I missed it. Grumpy, did I watch your review? Is it up? Seriously? We'll go promote it right now. Because I literally, my life is a blur. And so I can't remember for sure, but I'm going to go look right now. And he's probably already told me in the chat. Grumpy Gravy, Grumpy Old Man, Grumpy Cat. Which Grumpy is he? I'm kidding. All right. Did I miss it? Guys, don't confuse me. Seriously, Grumpy, did you do a full review and I'm just forgetting? You probably did, and I'm just completely stupid here. Kyle's knife sharpening service, very cool. Thanks for putting that up. Dude, you try doing 3 jobs or 4 jobs or whatever it is I'm up to, and 4 kids and a wife and everything else, and then you tell me, you bunch of crazies. I love you guys. I really do. Some days I have to work. Okay, no, see, I haven't seen. Did I see the review? I don't. Whoops. And now it's no, I don't think I saw the video because I haven't liked it or anything. So I will be watching this after the stream. I will put that up. And so, Grumpy, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought we were still waiting for it. So I didn't know you had already done it. Sheesh. I'm a horrible person. It's even got a great graphic with the microburst in the rain there. So if you haven't seen it, please go check out Grumpy's first look at the microburst. So I apologize, guys. You think, Bill? You guys are all kinds of nice to me. There you go, Keith. Keith has the link up, so go check out Grumpy's video. I'm sorry, Grumpy. Oh, yeah, right. Nope, definitely not. Grumpy's one of my favorite people. I talk about that all the time. Well, you know, it works. It works. There's nothing wrong with it. I like the thumbnail. It's different, man. You got to stand out sometimes. I don't ever know how to do that. I acid test kids. What is going on? Thank you, Josh Branson. I appreciate it. The funny thing is, I realized a few minutes ago, this is what happens, guys. I have so much running through my brain. I with my computer crashing earlier and everything else, I don't have any more shorts scheduled the rest of the day. So you guys get a bit of a reprieve because normally one would go up at 9:30. It probably just won't. There'll probably just be one more tonight, and that's it. So at 11 o'clock or something, or 10, I don't know. We'll see. Oh goodness! Ooh, full of chili. I like that. That sounds good. I love chili. Well, I will definitely watch it. I will definitely watch it. Yeah, no, it's exactly right, David. If I go to a video and I have not hit the like button, then I did not watch it. And I usually don't hit the like button unless I'm at least halfway to 2/3 of the way through the video. Usually done. Thank you, Kyle. Sheesh. Tomorrow is my review of the Kershaw. What the heck is it called again? Oh, come on. Really, Casey? The Kershaw Iridium. My review of this guy goes up tomorrow. Really cool. Unfortunately, it is not available anywhere. And I will tell you, this is very close to a home run for Kershaw. There's 1 or 2 little knocks, and they're not even bad. This is a fantastic little knife. It broke in, as you can see, really nicely. Really broke in, and yeah, I'm impressed. My 2 knocks, just if you want to know, are the like colors being all over the place. We have black hardware, but then we have a bead blasted clip and a satin blade and a bronze backspacer. It's just kind of all over the place. I just wish they pick something, 1 accent color, not 2 or 3. And then the D2 is, I don't know. That's not really a knock. It's just, I just don't prefer a steel that can corrode on a folder. That's just me. But as Sean said, there's plenty of very good D2 folders out there. So that doesn't make them bad at all. They're not. It's just not my preference, if that makes sense. Live wire looks cool. Very cool. Have to check that one out at some point as well. Hey, Leo. All right. So don't forget, if you haven't entered, give me a hashtag Tepe in the chat. And let's go ahead and let's see. We're early, but I'm gonna wait a minute. Me too. You're making me hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry as well. I ate dinner earlier, but I'm already hungry again. Iridium is a great knife, and so far I'm fine with it. Yeah, I mean, and again, I haven't put it through its paces, so it might hold up just fine. I actually hate bearings, really, because of work purposes, Lacey. You don't like getting stuff down in there, or what? Iridium is a great knife. Yep. I'm impressed with it. I very much am. All right. So what else? I was going to remind you guys again, for those of you that weren't here earlier, Olight has a sale, and somebody said, well, when don't they? Well, that's fine. And so this knife, I haven't been able to show it until tonight. This is the Freeze 2 from O-Knife, of course, made by Kaiser. Wow. See what you guys do to me. There is a video up on the stuff I got in for the sale. And please remember, if you're going to buy something in the sale, consider using my link, because it definitely helps the channel. And they'll keep sending stuff. And then, guys, I'm going to turn around and give it away. So very, very cool. I don't like bearings either. Phosphor bronze washers. Very cool, El Cap. I like washer knives. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, they'll bring more iridiums back. You can bet they'll bring another couple of runs. I'm sure they will. But so far, pretty impressed with this one. My only knock on this guy is that it has overlapping liners, so shadow box liners. And when you have a very thin liner as your lock bar, see how thin that is right there. And then you have a nice cutout, which I never complain about a lock bar access cutout, but now that lock bar, that thin metal lock bar, sticks up a little bit, and so you really feel that on your grip. That's really my only complaint. I like the way it cuts. I like pretty much everything. The action is just fantastic. I mean, it is really, really good, but it's just very thin, which is great, but something to bear in mind with that lock bar. And then I showed these other two flashlights. We have the i5R, the rechargeable AA battery size Olight here, and then the more tactical version, bigger version here, which is the Olight Warrior Mini 2 in this black lava. Very cool design on that black lava, and you do have kind of a lanyard loop here, and of course the same pocket clip. Very, very awesome. So there you go. And then, guys, if you didn't see, I've got a ton of knives in from our friends at Old Timer Uncle Henry. And so very cool. There is the Trapper. That is the Spay Blade. And here is the clip point. Very, very cool. They also sent me a very tiny, they call it the Junior Stockman. This is very junior. Look at the size of that little guy. It's peanut size or even smaller. Very, very small indeed. And then they sent me a bunch of fixed blades, which I've been trying to show on my shorts. I just had this one on a short today. This is the Uncle Henry Golden Spike. Very cool knife. There's actually a very nice purchase with the hand here. Big stinking blade here. Very, very beautiful. Drive safe. Who's driving safe? Drive safe, JR. For sure, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, it's for a finger ring. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. So that's for a finger ring. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Tim, for pointing that out. I appreciate that. So yeah, check out the Olight sale. And if you're interested in anything, definitely use my link. And then a lot of you were really excited about these two smaller. Where'd the other one go? There it is. These two smaller Uncle Henrys, which would definitely make really cool. And I'm going to blank on the name of them, but this is, I think, the Junior Hunter, I believe. Very cool little knife. Has a nice little choil here at the front of the handle. Very nice little knife with that Stagolon handle. And then shoot, I'm gonna forget the name of this guy, but this one's pretty cool. You got this, it's got this kind of Canadian belt knife looking blade, but you have a really cool choil here. Oh, Mike Curtis gifted a membership. Dean P was gifted a membership. Hey, Dean. Mike Curtis, thank you so much. Here is your hidden Dolica salute. There it comes. Dolica salute for you, Mr. Mike Curtis. Thank you for doing that. And Dean, if you haven't been a channel member before, which I don't think you have, you can reach out to me at knivesfast@gmail.com and I will send you some swag. I'm behind on the swag, so it sounds like a lifelong thing, but I did get some out the other day. I just got more to get out. So very, very cool. Look at all the love you're getting in the chat, Mike Curtis. That is awesome, guys. Thank you very much for doing that. And I already see Rusty sending me a message. All right, Mike Reese, you have been disqualified from the giveaway for sure. You guys are crazy. Oh, goodness. So, all right. So there you go. That's kind of a look at, did I have anything else I wanted to show here? Let's see. Oh, well, of course, you've got the Finch Hatfield guys. This guy's coming closer to the end of the month. Brian at Blue Creek says the 24th. These will be in his shop. Really cool gun stock pattern. I did my video on this yesterday, and I'll tell you, I really like it. It is definitely smaller than you think. This is smaller than the Jack Wolf sharpshooter jack. Very thin, very, very low profile, thin blade. And yeah, feels good in the hand. Beautiful styling as usual from Finch. Can't wait for that one, guys, for you guys to get a chance to pick one up. Very, very awesome. Hello, CB. Trying to make sure I haven't missed anybody. So we're gonna move towards the giveaway, guys, tonight because I am tired. But oh, it's not gonna be 4 or 5 months. Oh, Byron, come on. I'm not that far behind. I'm like a week behind. Jeez. You guys. Okay, very cool. I love the 1929. I have my drifter in the pocket today. So very cool. I've been over here playing with this one a bunch because I love that knife. All right. So anybody who has called me a boomer tonight is disqualified from the giveaway. And I'm just really torn up about that. Oh gosh, you guys, come on. Didn't your mama ever tell you to be nice? Ashlyn, does your mom tell you to be nice? I'm not a boomer. You be quiet over there. All right. You don't even know what a boomer is. No, you don't. Fine. All right. Gosh. All right. There you go, Mrs. C. That's funny. All right, so our bunny tonight is going to be this one. And what's he called again, Ashlyn? Carnage. Thank you. We got a Carnage bunny tonight, number 31 in the Killer Bunny Marvel series. We have Butter Knives Fast number 90 tonight, signed by Mr. Rex himself, T-Rex. There you go, number 90. And then a whole bunch of swag. We had a big old buck sticker in here tonight. Of course, you have all the Knives Fast stickers there, Knives Fast. You got Quiet Carry. I put this one in here from a case that I have, the Nanook cases. I love these. Mid-Missouri, thank you, Craig. 9 months of being a member. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, brother. Let there be carnage. Ash is a serious good artist. Yes, she is. They're all being nice to you, Ash. Not to me, though. You got a Sea Riser Cutlery Christmas sticker was left over there. You got this cool G.I. Joe looking knives sticker from SMKW, Lefty EDC, SMKW. You got a bunch of Blue Creek knives. There's the first one, which is the skull with the headphones. You got one of the old Lefty EDC logo stickers here, Devo knives, Wii and Civivi sticker here. Big Red EDC, you got 2 varieties of that. You got Big Red EDC, and then you got the Holy Smokes Big Red EDC, and 2 more Blue Creek Knives stickers. You got the skeleton and this beauty here, and then another SMKW, and that's what you get. All right, so let's put these over here. Yep, Carnage Bunny is pretty cool. She did a very phenomenal job in all 10 minutes that she spent on it. Huh? 15, sorry. Hey, it doesn't matter. I mean, you do better work in 15 minutes than I could do in 15 hours as far as art stuff. So that's awesome. All right. Yeah, Blue Creek has some really cool stickers, no doubt. I kept the bunny from my giveaway last week and sent the rest of it to the person I intended to play for. Very cool, Grumpy. Very cool. Grumpy kept the bunny. All right, so there is a knife in the giveaway, but I'm throwing something extra in the giveaway tonight. Since we were talking about Olight, I went back and found something that I forgot I still had. This came through Kevin, Lefty EDC first before it came to me. And then, yeah, it came to me. This is a O-Pen Pro with the laser. I'm firing my laser. Anyway, and bolt action pin. And this one is copper and it has a little bit of patina on it from both Kevin and I carrying it. But yeah, it's a free pin. So there you go. Very, very cool. Very nice. Has that laser and the light on it. And I think it might be, nope. Let's see. Yeah, there was the laser. Oh, no, that's the flashlight, Casey. That's because you're doing the wrong thing. You got to hold it to get the laser. There's a laser. See the laser back there? Very, very cool. So it's really cool. It's rechargeable. There's even an extra ink cartridge in here. So that I decided to put that in here. That's kind of an expensive throw-in. I keep saying it's a throw-in. It's a very nice throw-in. So very, very cool. And then our knife tonight is a Kubi. It is a Kubi. It is not a Tempest knife, even though they make Kubis as well. Our knife tonight is a really cool one I reviewed, the Kubi Bellis. This is one of the 2 they sent me. I'll probably give the other one to Roy later. This is like a $70 knife, and it is OS 10 steel. Very nice grip. I love the grip. The way you can just grab a hold of this knife, it feels so good. It is very nice with 2 methods of deployment, the flipper and the thumb studs. And of course, it's Kubi, so the action is absolutely killer. So there you go. That is the giveaway tonight. Yep. So that is what we're giving away tonight. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and do the drawing now. So let's give it about a minute here of, if you have not yet put your entry in. It's your last chance to type that. Hashtag TEPE in the chat. Please, you need to have a U.S. mailing address. I will only mail this within the U.S. So if you don't have one, you will need someone to proxy for you. But please don't play unless you know you have someone I can send it to in the U.S. because there is a knife involved, and that's what we're doing. So very cool. I see a lot of people jumping in, so we'll give it about 30 seconds. If you've already entered, there's no need to do it again, and please one account per person. Ashlyn, what show are y'all watching?
Well, we're waiting for you to get off.
Oh, you're waiting for me. That's so you're so nice. No,
My idea.
it was Cat's even nicer than you. All right, so I will not send to Yugoslavia. Oh, but I got to drink water now because I read Drinkwater's comment. Okay. What? All right. Let's go ahead and do the drawing. Here we go. Let's see how many. 122 entries. Holy moly. All right, let's draw this thing. All right, let's see who our winner is. Oh, that's a good idea, Tim. I'll tell her. Nick Martino. All right. Ashlyn, Tim would like for you to do a T-Rex Dino Bunny in honor of Trevor.
A dino bunny
Yeah. Like T-Rex.
in honor of Trevor. Why should I do anything in honor of
Oh, that's not very nice. She said, why should I do anything in honor of Trevor? Nick Martino, congratulations, my friend. Nick, send me an email, brother, knivesfast@gmail.com. Give me your address again. I know I have it somewhere, but give it to me, and I will shoot this knife and pin and swag pack, including the Carnage Bunny, out your way. Congratulations. Is Nick still in here? Where you at, Nick? Where you at, Nick? Okay, fine. Is he here? Oh, Nick, Mrs. C's leaving us. Guys, I'll stay on here for about another 10 minutes, but if you need to go, I totally understand. Now I have to buy an O-Pin. Well, if you buy an O-Pin, use my link down in the description. The pin is pretty cool. The pin is pretty cool. It's big, but it's pretty cool. All right. Well, I haven't seen Nick comment, but I hope he's still here. Yeah, he's still here. At least the chat says he's still here. Very, very cool. Well, maybe Nick will listen to me just a moment here, and very cool. Olight now has an O-Pin mystery box in the sale for $49. Oh, Olight has an O-Pin mystery box in the sale for $49. That sounds cool. Sounds very cool. No, he didn't. He's on the Delver. You guys are crazy. Oh, goodness. Very, very cool. Would you stop laughing over there? You're distracting me. I guess not. All right. Well, congratulations to Nick Martino. And Nick, shoot me an email, please. knivesfast@gmail.com. Really, really cool. Excellente. So don't forget, guys, I will be live again next Monday with our guest being Dirk Pinkerton, and also Ben from Jack Wolf Knives will be joining as well. We'll talk to Dirk about his designs, and we'll talk to Ben about the upcoming beautiful knife, the Javelina Jack. Just so sleek and just curvy and nice, and it's easily pinchable, by the way. No problem whatsoever. And man, does it ever feel fantastic in the hand. And you know what? I just realized I haven't cut with this one yet. We need to do that. I have any paper sitting here? Oh, you know what I always have? You guys know what KC always has over here. Always have cardboard. So we're going to do the cardboard. S90V. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Very nice. Excellent. This thing, wow. Very, very nice. There is now cardboard everywhere. I always go back, guys, because sometimes cardboard can be something that knives sort of grab and like rip. There's no ripping. This is an extremely clean cut. Very, very cool. Excellent, excellent knife. And now there's cardboard everywhere. See ya, Alice. Thank you so much. I need to get back and talk with you some more. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's funny. Officer. That's funny. Yeah, I gotta ease that playoff pain. Thank you. Thank you, Mike McLaughlin. Mike says I'm his favorite young YouTuber. Casey's problem thinks is going to be a great professional interview with a well-behaved audience. Yeah, I understand. So you guys, you have a homework assignment. Do me a favor and go study Dirk Pinkerton knife designs tonight and the rest of the week, so that next Monday we can only ask him about his designs and not about somebody else's designs. Good grief. That's funny. Let's see. You guys, man, you're just after me tonight. Yeah, buckle up, Dirk. Exactly. Y'all be nice to Dirk, please. It's not every day you get Dirk knife royalty on the channel, guys. This is a designer. Yeah, and tonight too, Sean, epic designer. You guys be nice. Yeah, and then the week after that, we have TC from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Grumpy. Yeah, there you go. So Keith's even giving you a link here so that you can literally, all you have to do with Dirk Pinkerton is, as a matter of fact, let's just do something real quick. I'm just going to go over here. Dirk Pinkerton. I'm sure you could do this with Tepe as well. I just didn't. Dirk Pinkerton. All right, let's see what we come up with here. So right off the bat, when you go over here to the Google machine, you immediately, like if I just go to Blade HQ here, there are a pile of Dirk Pinkerton design knives. You can see the Rogue, the Kaiser Rogue, the Concept Main Street, the Beyond EDC Gara, the I said Main Street, so don't say that one again. The Concept, I've never pronounced that one right. Mugir, I think. I don't know. Mugir, maybe. The Pinkerton Lancer, the Fire Ant, the Warning Spring. Warning, excuse me, not the Spring. And now we're getting into crazy ones. Look at that. And then, of course, you have a lot of the newer. Let's see if they come up with those. Oh, I forgot that the Dash was his. That's really cool. Also, the Inversion is a really cool one. And then the ones I'm thinking of are, of course, the Kaiser Escort. So the Escort is obviously a Dirk Pinkerton design. Fantastic knife. I have an Escort right up in the case there. Love this design. I love that drop point. So cool. And then there is the shoot, let's see if I get the right one. Cannot remember. I'm 90% sure this is a Pinkerton design. I'm going to find out before I show it to you guys, because then you'll just rip me if it's not. But I'm 90% sure this knife. Hold on, Vanguard. Blah blah blah. Nope, that is not his. Dang it. What is the name of that design? There is a couple of artisans that are his, and I'm just absolutely blanking on the knife. So I'm sure somebody's yelling it in the chat. So let's go back over here. Yeah, the inversion is a cool knife. It starts with an R, guys. What's the artisan ruffian, right? Is that it? CJRB ruffian. I am not. That's the one I was thinking of. I'm 93% sure that's a Pinkerton. Let's see. Yep, absolutely. So that is a flippin' cool knife. I love the blade shape on that one. So the Proponent, yeah. The Arroyo, I forgot about the Arroyo. The Arroyo stabbed me. The Urban Bowie. I mean, this guy's legendary, guys. He's got tons. We almost forgot about the Beyond EDC Night Horse and the Chuck, the Contact, the Gara. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, so he's got a ton. Yeah, I just said Night Horse. Thank goodness I said it before you guys did. But yeah, he's just got a ton of knives out there. And I really enjoyed the Ruffian. That is a cool one. Yeah, the Arroyo bit me. The Arroyo and I are not friends at all. Yeah, the Night Horse is awesome. And he says they're going to have a smaller Night Horse and also come back with more of the big ones. But we'll talk to him more about that next week for sure. No shortage of jimping. Wait a minute. He invented the OTF? I don't think so. I think you're messing with me, aren't you? Night Pony. Yeah, there you go. That's great. You need to suggest that to him next week. The Night Pony. I love it. That is perfect. Yeah, the Urban Bowie is a great one. Let's go find that. I haven't looked at that in a while, but see if I can find it. Yeah. So just a really unique design. And I think he kind of really thinks outside the box. And he comes up with some really, really cool looking ones. So yeah, that is a cool one for sure. Lacey is going to be putting up a giveaway on her channel shortly. Shane Edgy American is doing a giveaway and picking a winner from my comment section. Very cool. That's awesome, Lacey. Guys, go check that out for sure. For sure. Let's highlight her comment here so you can read that. Very cool. So, guys, don't forget, like I said, next week you have our friend Dirk Pinkerton will be here. I am very excited for that. And we will definitely have fun with him. And then the following week, TC from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And I'm going to wrap it up there. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Like I said, we have a ton of folks in here tonight. Yeah, I said escort as well. I love the escort, man. If you guys start doing that, Bill, I'm going to scream. If you guys start asking him questions like that, oh my goodness. I should have known better. Oh, but it's going to be fun. So very, very cool. Everybody, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you to my moderators, Grumpy Grunt and Tim B and Keith the Knife Freak. Hey, guys, be thinking about our buddy Freak Show. He had some stuff going on tonight he had to take care of. I don't want to go deeper than that, but just be thinking about him and his family. And definitely thanks to all my mods. Appreciate all you folks very, very much. Jason Bird, have a good night. El Cap Attic, Officer of NAFs, all of you guys. JR Miz, drive safe if you're still driving. Lacey, CB, Drink Water, Radio Geek, Matthew Gillifer, Michael Morgan, of course, David Iverson, Tim S., Todd Carr, Mike Curtis, wow, Robert Felton, Flicking My Pinion. Catch you on the next one for sure. Robert Fenlon, I'm sorry. Said that wrong. It went by so quick. But appreciate it. I love knives. Everybody have a good one. Dang Ross. Appreciate. Sorry I wasn't as active in the in a lot of the chat tonight, but we'll do better. And thank you for your patience. Guys, give me a thumbs up on your way out. Give me a comment once it posts. Thank you so much for all your support and for watching the Knives Fast channel. See ya. Okay. We're still here. Hey, YouTube, I'd like to end